We'd like to welcome you to our latest webcast for RiskWire. My name is Eric Fox, Chief Economist at Veros.
And I'm Reena Agrawal, Research Economist at Veros.
So in our last few webcasts, we've spoken about the change in interest rates going from about 3% to now over 7.5%, and how that's impacted both the supply and the demand for housing. And if we step back and we look at that, how is it that people are able to afford a house today when an interest rate is 7.5%?
Well, you're right that at that 7.5% mark, it's becoming very difficult for many future homeowners to buy a house. That 7.5% mortgage rate with a median house price of around $410,000 equates to a monthly payment of $2,400, given that you have a 20% down payment. And that roughly equates to a pre-tax income of $102,000 if you're following the 28% mortgage rule. So yes, affordability has become a key concern in the housing market today.
Well, that certainly makes a lot of sense. Now, you've spoken about median or average house price, and you've spoken about a typical down payment. And are there parts of the country, perhaps, where your dollar goes a little bit further?
Yes, so in our most recent HPI forecast, we found that some of the top performing markets are in areas where the median price point is much lower than the national median point. For example, 3 of the top 10 cities are in Ohio, and all these cities have a median price point of $300,000 or less. And when you're looking at that price point, your monthly payment now drops from $2,400 to less than $1,800. And your annual pre-tax income drops from $102,000 to around $78,000. And this now seems a more affordable project than when we are looking at the national median point.
That's a really interesting comment, Reena. I actually was recently in the Midwest myself, in Indiana and Ohio. And the thing that really struck me when I visited was there were all sorts of new home communities that I visited, went into the models. And when I looked at a lot of these, they had a lot of the maps on the wall. Prices were 300 to 400,000. Brand new homes, very nice, spacious homes on very nice sized lots, and they were all sold out and they had waiting lists. And it reminded me of being in California back in the 80s and 90s. And it seems like a lot of those trends are now in the Midwest, where people are seeking a quality of lifestyle at a more affordable price.
You're right about that. And because we are seeing more cities and more metros that are affordable in the Midwest, and not only are they offering affordability in terms of house prices, they are offering a better work-life balance, as you mentioned. And we are seeing that unemployment rates are also low in these regions. For example, in both Ohio and Indiana, the unemployment rate is currently at 3.4%, which is lower than the national rate of 3.8%. And also, I have seen that these regions have some top-notch universities that offer exceptional educational opportunities for families moving there. And they also offer some great employment opportunities as well. So I think we can see that some of these markets will be the top performers in some of our future forecasts, and they definitely do offer better affordability to future homeowners.
Well, thank you for your insights today, Reena. My name is Eric Fox.
I hope you enjoyed our conversation today. Until next time.